Hey everyone, welcome back to The Incompetent Gardener. I'm Justin. I am your host in this comedy of errors today. So we're going to do a quick hive inspection again. Haven't inspected the blue hive for a little bit. They're nice and healthy. They were doing really good. So we're going to give them a quick inspection check for any kind of parasites and make sure they're all healthy. We've had a little bit of rain here, so we'll see how they're doing after that. My concern is the Purple Hive. Last time I inspected them, the last two times I inspected them, I haven't found a queen. And saw the last time what looked like the start of some queen cells. They've been a little bit more aggressive, so I'm going to check them specifically, check to see if they have a queen or not. If not, we may have to rectify that quickly. So we'll go do that real quick. So let's go inspect our hives. All right, we're going to start our inspection with the Purple Hive. I've got my smoker ready to go. Let's give it a shot. They're nice and quiet right now thanks to the weather. Hi, ladies. Looks like they're starting to build quite a bit on the center frames here. A lot of beautiful comb. Just starting out on one side. Other side's pretty empty still. We're not seeing any hive beetles or anything like that. So anytime I'm inspecting, I want to go nice and slow when I'm pulling these frames out. No big, no fast movements. Just slow and calm. Don't want to do anything to agitate them. Already invading their privacy as it is. And I like to put this corner down. On account of with the corner down, it allows me to pivot a little bit easier while I'm inspecting the frames. I'm definitely not expecting to find a queen anywhere near the top frames here. You can see some pollen being packed in, so that's good. Some nice growth in there, some good frames being packed. Now, even though these outer frames here aren't being really used yet, nothing's been built up here just yet. They're just starting to map it to expand it, but I still pull the frames to check them, just to make sure there's no like frame or hive beetles, anything like that in here. Here you can see them starting to build up from down below. Also a good sign on the expansion that they're getting ready to turn these two frames. So I've already got the few guard beetles out here, or the guard bees out here, flying around letting me know that they're here. So we've got one little hive beetle on this one. Yeah, there she is. We're going to go ahead and crush that and get that out of here. All right, now is going to be the fun part. We're going to remove this upper box. That's when they're going to get very agitated. So far, I've just been warned. I can handle warnings. Now they're going to be a little more agitated. So I'm going to crack between the two and throw in some smoke. Alright, so I've got my pollen patty here. I'm just going to move that off. That's an extra food source for them. Alright, now we go frame by frame. A lot of beautiful uncapped honey over here, some pollen. So they're producing beautifully. I'm looking for any signs of a queen. I don't expect to see anything on this frame yet. She's usually going to be in more with the brood, but also checking for parasites, pests, overall health of the hive down here. A lot of capped pollen. Not seeing any signs of a queen. But again, we're still in their food sources. Not expecting to see any queen cells just yet. I like to keep my inspections as infrequent as possible. The reason for this is obviously it agitates the bees, but you're going to run into the possibility of injuring some on account of you're removing frames. And anytime you're removing frames with tens of thousands of bees in here, there's the possibility of pinching one between the frames. And I want to minimize the possibility of injuring any of these. So a lot of beautiful capped pollen. Some honey on the outskirts. No sign of a queen here. We're getting close to the brood comb. There's possibility of running across her soon. I like to throw smoke between each frame when removing, just to move the bees farther down and minimize the possibility of injuring them. So now we're starting to get into, still got a lot of pollen and food sources, looking for brood. I would think by the center frame I'd be coming across that brood. I'm still looking for the queen in every frame. And still not finding anything. And now we'll check the next one. Alright, now we've got a lot of capped brood, uncapped brood. I see larvae. I'm not seeing any eggs yet. But I do see plenty of larvae in there. It's a good sign. So we've had these almost 2 weeks. Now right here on the bottom, you can see an uncapped queen cell. I don't see anything in there yet, but that's not a great sign. I do see some drone cells. I see that one queen cell, but I'm still not seeing a queen. So primarily I'm checking the movement of the bees, because the queen moves a little different and usually a little faster. And to me seems a little more erratic. Whereas the worker bees all have their assigned tasks. They all know what they're doing. And so they're a little more deliberate with their movements. I still do not see our queen. This is definitely all brood. You notice we've got some big gaps in there in the center. And I'm not seeing eggs in there. Same on this side. A lot of gaps in the center. Although on those ones I do see some small larvae, so that's promising. But I'm still not seeing our queen. So the signs I'm looking for a larger abdomen, a larger bee, shorter wings. She'll definitely be noticeably different from the others. I'm also looking for attendant bees all over her and near her. So I'm looking for clusters, possibly. So far, my big fear is that we don't have a queen in this hive. With the aggression I've seen in them lately, the fact that right here in the midst of all this open brood, I see nothing in those cells. I don't see any larvae, I don't see any eggs. I've not yet seen our queen. So I have the feeling this hive is queenless. I'm also taking extra special care when I put these frames back in, because in the event that there is a queen in there, I don't want to pinch her or roll her off the frames. But with only 2 frames left to check, it's not looking all that promising. And now we're back to pollen and honey. Now she may have run over here to hide, but seeing that we're hatching brood, we've seen 1 queen cell, and in the space of the brood that's hatched, there's nothing coming in. I'm definitely worried that this hive's without a queen. All right. So in all of that, being extra careful, make sure I don't pinch anybody when I put my boxes back. I'll make some extra space here on the end frame. Put their protein or their pollen block back in. It doesn't have to be pretty, they're gonna eat it. Get these ladies off the edge, just don't want to squish them when I put the lid on. There you go. All right, so the purple hive's been inspected. As I fear, I didn't see a queen. Haven't found a queen there for a while, so my guess is purple hive is queenless. So we're gonna have to fix that. They only have 1 small weak queen cell in there with nothing in it. So I'm worried that they won't be able to put a queen in, so we're gonna have to order them a queen. So we'll do that here shortly, but now let's go inspect the blue hive.